The question of Jesus' marital status, particularly any relationship with Mary Magdalene, has captivated theologians, historians, and the public for centuries. The canonical Gospels offer no direct mention of Jesus having a wife. This silence has fueled speculation about hidden or lost information. Non-canonical texts like the Gospel of Philip and the Gospel of Mary hint at a close relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. These alternative narratives offer valuable insight into early Christian thought. They remind us that the story of Jesus is a complex mosaic pieced together from various sources. The four Gospels considered canonical, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, form the foundation of Christian understanding of Jesus' life and teachings, yet they remain notably silent on the matter of Jesus' marital status. No mention is made of a wife, neither to confirm nor deny such a relationship. This silence has been interpreted in various ways. Some scholars point to the emphasis on Jesus' ministry and message, suggesting that marital status was simply not a central concern for the Gospel writers. Others argue that the cultural context of the time, where celibacy was sometimes associated with religious devotion, might have influenced the portrayal of Jesus. However, the absence of explicit mention doesn't necessarily equate to evidence against a marital relationship. Historical records from that era are fragmentary, and personal details, particularly those deemed irrelevant to the primary narrative, were often omitted. It's also crucial to remember that the Gospels are not biographical accounts in the modern sense. They are interpretations, each crafted with a specific theological purpose, highlighting particular aspects of Jesus' life and teachings. The silence on Jesus' marital status, therefore, remains open to interpretation. Venturing beyond the canonical Gospels, we find the Gnostic Gospels. The Gospel of Philip stands out for its references to Mary Magdalene and her close relationship with Jesus. Discovered in 1945 in Egypt, it portrays Mary as a confidant and recipient of secret teachings. The text speaks of Jesus loving Mary more than all the disciples, sparking debate. It states, "There were three who always walked with the Lord, Magdalene, who was called his companion." This close association has led to various interpretations, including a possible romantic relationship. The Gospel of Philip doesn't confirm a marital union, but portrays a unique bond, fueling speculation and debate. The ongoing debate surrounding Jesus' marital status was reignited in 2012 with the announcement of a remarkable discovery, a small papyrus fragment containing Coptic text, purportedly dating back to the 4th century, which referred to Jesus having a wife. This fragment, dubbed the Gospel of Jesus' Wife, includes the line, "Jesus said to them, 'My wife,' immediately sparking intense scrutiny and controversy within scholarly and religious circles. The fragment's authenticity, its interpretation, and its implications for our understanding of early Christianity became subjects of fervent debate. The discovery of the fragment, amidst a collection of other ancient papyri, sent shockwaves through biblical scholarship. If proven authentic, it could represent the earliest known reference to Jesus being married, potentially reshaping our understanding of his life and teachings. However, the fragment's small size, its fragmentary nature, and the lack of surrounding context make it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. Its emergence has ignited a quest for further evidence, with scholars meticulously analyzing the ink, the writing style, and the linguistic nuances, seeking to authenticate the fragment and unravel its full significance. The unveiling of the Gospel of Jesus' Wife fragment triggered a flurry of scholarly analysis and debate, with experts divided on its authenticity and significance. Some scholars embraced it as a potential game-changer, a missing piece of the historical puzzle that could shed new light on Jesus' life. Linguistic analysis of the fragment revealed grammatical structures and vocabulary consistent with Coptic texts from the 4th century, lending credence to its purported age. However, skeptics pointed to inconsistencies in the handwriting and the unusual form of some characters, suggesting the possibility of forgery. Carbon dating of the papyrus itself placed it around the 7th or 8th century, significantly later than initially claimed. While this doesn't necessarily disprove its authenticity, the fragment could be a copy of an earlier text. It adds another layer of complexity to the debate. The debate over the Gospel of Jesus' Wife highlights the challenges of interpreting ancient texts and the importance of rigorous scholarly examination. Until conclusive evidence emerges, its authenticity and its place within the broader narrative of early Christianity remain subjects of ongoing investigation. To fully grasp the implications of texts like the Gospel of Philip and the Gospel of Jesus' wife, it's essential to understand the world of Gnosticism, a diverse set of beliefs and practices that flourished alongside early Christianity. The Gnostic Gospels, while not included in the biblical canon, offer alternative interpretations of Jesus' teachings and his relationship with figures like Mary Magdalene. Gnosticism emphasized personal spiritual knowledge or gnosis as the path to salvation, often viewing the material world as flawed or illusory. In the Gnostic perspective, Jesus was often seen as a divine being who came to impart this saving knowledge, not necessarily as a sacrificial figure. This emphasis on spiritual knowledge placed figures like Mary Magdalene, depicted as a recipient of secret teachings, in a prominent position. While the Gnostic Gospels don't provide definitive answers about Jesus' marital status, they offer valuable insight into the diversity of early Christian beliefs and the varied interpretations of Jesus' life and teachings that existed beyond the nascent orthodoxy. Central to the intrigue surrounding Jesus' marital status is the figure of Mary Magdalene, a woman who features prominently in both canonical and non-canonical Gospels. Her depiction, however, varies significantly, raising questions about her role in Jesus' life and the early Christian movement. In the canonical Gospels, Mary Magdalene is portrayed as a devoted follower of Jesus, present at his crucifixion and the first to witness his resurrection. While her role is significant, she's primarily depicted as a witness to events rather than a central figure in Jesus' inner circle. The Gnostic Gospels, however, paint a different picture. In the Gospel of Philip and the Gospel of Mary, Mary Magdalene emerges as a close confidant of Jesus, privy to teachings that were not shared with other disciples. This portrayal suggests a unique relationship, fueling speculation about a deeper bond. The contrasting depictions of Mary Magdalene highlight the fluidity of early Christian narratives and the evolution of tradition. Whether viewed as a devoted follower or a trusted confidant, her presence in the Jesus narrative continues to captivate and inspire, adding another layer of complexity to the ongoing exploration of Jesus' life. The question of Jesus' marital status extends beyond the realm of historical inquiry, touching upon theological interpretations, cultural norms, and personal beliefs. The absence of definitive historical evidence has left the question open to various interpretations, shaped by individual perspectives and religious traditions. For some Christian denominations, the traditional emphasis on Jesus' celibacy remains a cornerstone of faith, symbolizing his complete devotion to God and his role as a spiritual exemplar. This perspective often interprets the silence of the canonical Gospels as evidence against marriage. Other Christian traditions, however, maintain that Jesus' marital status, while not explicitly mentioned in Scripture, doesn't diminish his teachings or his significance. They argue that focusing solely on his marital status detracts from the core message of love, compassion, and redemption that lies at the heart of Christianity. The enduring fascination with Jesus' marital status reflects a broader human need to understand the personal lives of those we revere. Regardless of one's religious or historical perspective, the question invites us to engage with the complexities of history, faith, and the enduring power of the Jesus narrative. The question of whether Jesus was married, and particularly whether he shared a deeper bond with Mary Magdalene, remains an enduring mystery. The lack of definitive historical evidence ensures that this topic will continue to be debated by scholars, theologians, and anyone captivated by the enigmatic figure of Jesus. The canonical Gospels, while silent on the matter of Jesus' marriage, provide the foundation for understanding his life and teachings. The non-canonical Gospels, with their alternative narratives and intriguing hints, offer valuable insights into the diversity of early Christian beliefs and interpretations. The discovery of the Gospel of Jesus' wife fragment, though its authenticity remains contested, has reignited the debate, demonstrating that our understanding of the past is constantly evolving as new evidence emerges and old assumptions are challenged. Ultimately, the question of Jesus' marital status may remain unanswered. However, the process of exploration, of piecing together fragments of history and grappling with their implications, enriches our understanding of the past and the enduring power of the Jesus narrative.